Hey pumpkins, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making chicken parmesan. I've never made it before. I just got out of the shower. It's about time to go live. But I just thought that I'd give you guys a little behind the scenes before I get started. And let you know kind of what we've got going on in the kitchen before we make the chicken parm. I think that would be really fun. So if you want to know how to make chicken parmesan, get on your apron, get in the kitchen, and let's get cooked. Alright, so this is what we've got going on so far. I've got my flour mixture. It's got smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of pepper. I mixed it all up together. This will be four beaten eggs, I'm sorry, just laid out in the little plate here, because the chicken I'm going to do is going to be butterflied, so you really need plates. And lastly, I have some breadcrumbs that I added my own seasoning to. We did Italian seasoning, complete seasoning, a little bit of garlic and onion powder, and a touch of smoked paprika, kind of to give everything the same flavor. I have a cutting board. I'm also going to need a really big knife and a tenderizer, but I don't have a tenderizer, so I'm going to figure something else out. And I have the breast thawed out, so I'm just going to set this aside and we'll get to cooking. I just take it and I cut it down the center like this and then set it to the side. Okay. I'm going to take a piece of my chicken. I've put down parchment paper, and you're going to lay it out flat. And the goal is to get the chicken flatter than what you have it. So I don't have a tenderizer, but I have a spatula. So I'm just going to use my little Dollar Tree spatula. Alright, we have a lot of frustrations to get out, y'all. Okay, so then you're going to set this aside on another plate and keep on beating your chicken. Alright, so I have my station set up. I'm going to take a piece of butterflied chicken. I'm going to dip it into my flour. I already have seasoning in this flour. It's going to be the flour itself, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and a little bit of complete seasoning. And then I'll dip it into some egg on both sides. This is why I'm putting it on a plate, because you want to make sure it's all covered. Then you're going to jump over here to our breadcrumbs. And into my breadcrumbs, I made them Italian breadcrumbs. I put some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, a little smoked paprika, not a lot, and a little bit of pepper. And then you'll let it sit on the side and rest for about 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to start battering the rest of these breasts up. Alright, so I have some oil going right here, heated up. I am going to fry these about a few minutes on each side, and then place them on a baking tray. To go in the oven. I also have a pot of water here that I'm going to put on high, and I'm going to cook some noodles in it. I haven't decided which noodles I want to cook yet. And then in this back pan, I want to put my marinara sauce and my other sauce. This is just marinara pasta sauce that I got at Aldi. So I'm just going to add all of that back in here. Of course, add water to this to dilute it a little bit and shake everything out, because you don't want to lose out on your sauce in there. And then I'm going to use half of this tomato basil sauce, also found at Aldi. And then I'm probably going to put some complete seasoning, white pepper, Italian seasoning, and maybe some garlic powder in there, and just let it heat up on the back of the stove. To the sauce back here, I'm also going to add in about a tablespoon of Wash Your Sister sauce. And I've already flipped my chicken. I got 2 minutes on the other side. I'll take it out and put it on my sprayed baking sheet, and I'll show you what to do after that. So I have just laid the 2 pieces of chicken over here on my baking sheet. I'm going to cook the other 2, and then I'm going to show you what to do before you put these in the oven. So I've got a whole box of rotini noodles. It's about 16 ounces. And I'm going to put it into my salted boiling water. We're going to cook these for about 9 minutes, and I'm going to show you what to do to the chicken breasts. Okay, so I've got my chicken on here. I'm going to put a little bit of marinara sauce on them. Just a very little in the center. You don't want to make it soggy. So just a little bit like this. Then I've got some fresh mozzarella slices. And I'm just going to put it over the chicken like so. 2 pieces on each. We're also going to put some shredded Parmesan cheese on it. Like this right here. I'm going to go ahead and set them to the side until right before our pasta is done. Okay, so my noodles are done and I drained them. I'm gonna add some of this rest of the pasta sauce that I have into the pot. And then I'm also gonna put some of that fresh mozzarella in here so that it kind of gives another flavor with this. And I'm just gonna stir it up. Stir it. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my mozzarella. We'll use about 4 and see what that does. So when you stir it and it starts to look like this, you know that it's working. But I'm gonna add the rest of the bag of Parmesan cheese to this pasta. So I'm just dumping the rest of the bag. This is a really cheesy dish, and we'll just let it melt down and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is melted. I put a lot more cheese in there than I should have, so maybe cut the cheese back a little bit on that. But I've got my oven on broil, and I'm gonna throw in my chicken until it gets really nice and golden. Alright, so I just pulled them out of the broiler. I'm just adding some Italian seasoning. Supper's done.
It's okay, baby.
And it is ready to plate up. And this is how it looks plated. We are going to head over to the table and try this with Charlie to see if it's any good. We also had green beans on the menu for tonight, but I completely forgot to make them.
Spaghetti on there.
Or the rotini. Okay, so we're going to try the rotini noodles first. Again, this is what it looks like. It looks good. Charlie, what do you think of the looks?
It looks like I'm at a fine restaurant.
Are you ready to try some?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You want to play Be Boozled again?
No.
Okay.
Oh my.
Are the noodles good to you?
Oh yes.
Okay. Now we're going to try the chicken.
That's just bad.
Okay. It's cooked really well through. Here we go. Did I make that?
Bruh.
Did I make that? I did. That's delicious. Okay, there you have it. Would you eat this again?
100%.
Alright. So
That's good. That's
got
insanely good.
The Kaitlyn and Charlie seal of approval. Stay cool and be you. Bye!